Welcome back to my channel for a short Leica episode. How many times, for those of you who follow me for a while, how many times on my channel did I say I do not use shoulder straps? I hate them. I don't like if something is around my neck. That's why I have these grips here on my Leica M and Leica Q cameras. I just can't bear it. But this changed with the recent 100-year anniversary Leica event in Wetzlar, Germany. And in this video, I explain you why it changed, and I also show you my choice, my shoulder strap for my Leica Q3 43. Let's kick this off. So far, for many years, a shoulder strap on a camera was a no-go for me. I like to have a hand grip, like here, not a flat camera body, but a solid grip. Sometimes I also use thumb support here, and that's the way I hold my cameras. It applies to all my Leica M rangefinder cameras, it applies to the Leica Q cameras I showed in the course of the years on my channel, and it also applies to my Leica Q3 43. But at the 100-year anniversary on the Leica campus in Wetzlar, very recently, I got inspired by Joel Meyerowitz when he was on stage. And what he said was the following. He said, as a street photographer, it is absolutely crucial that for that very moment, which comes very, very short, passes by very, very quickly, you can grab your camera quickly and just shoot that scene. And I made it a habit anyway, not leaving the house without at least one camera, but it's typically in my backpack. And if it is in the backpack, you might not be able to react quickly enough. So I got actually motivated to consider shoulder straps. And I found one which I actually like, and I'm going to unbox it in this video quickly and also mount it to the camera and show it to you. And maybe it's also something you can use. If you're skeptical about shoulder straps, I think this one here from Peak Design, which by the way is not a brand I don't know because I already have backpacks from Peak Design, is something that really convinced me when I saw it advertised. So I bought it, I thought I unbox it live. I paid for it with my own money. I'm not paid by Peak Design. This is not a promotional video. It's just my own journey reached a different point where I say, okay, let's give it a try, you know. If very famous photographers like Joel Meyerowitz, and here you see a couple of portraits from him, which he allowed me to shoot on campus at Leica in Wetzlar, if they say I need to have it around my shoulder to have it quickly in my hand and take the shot, maybe it's for me to wake up and say a shoulder strap should at least get a go from me. But this one here can easily be removed and remounted to the camera body, and that's why I decided for this one. So let's unbox it, let's have a look how it looks like, and let's see over the next weeks when I use it with my Leica Q3 43 if I really like it and if it does the trick for me. So let's get the Leica for a moment out of sight here, and let's see how to open this. I think there is an easy opening here. I don't care about destroying that box, so I don't mind if it has to go to the trash bin after I remove this. And then here we find the shoulder strap. So first of all, when I saw it advertised, why did it convince me? Well, I like that it is broad. It's not just one of these very thin rope-like shoulder straps like this one here. This is originally from Leica, it's from the Leica store in Zurich. I like the design, I like the colors, but it has to be fixed mounted on the camera body and is not to be removed within seconds, which should be different for this new one here, which I'm going to explore in this video. And also, this type of fabric here is always scratching me on my neck. I hope that this one here is more convenient. I also like the color, the dark blue. I think that looks good. And there is a mechanism here, which we're going to explore in a moment, which is an easy on and off mechanism for the shoulder strap to the camera body. Before mounting the shoulder strap, let me show you what was in the box. So first of all, we have the strap itself. Have a look at the fabric. It's actually nice, soft, and it feels cool in hand. I think this will not scratch my neck and will be very convenient and also will have a comfortable fit overall. And then there is a mechanism here. This goes very likely into this one here on the camera and on the other side on this one, but there are alternatives. I see it already here in front of me on the table, and I think you have to push this and then you can easily remove it. You see the mechanism? So you just pull it out like this, and then this remains on the camera body, And if you want to snap it back, you just snap it back like this. Very simple. And that was my main convincing argument why I decided for Peak Design here, when I basically did my research on what type of shoulder strap I should try to finally get used to the habit Joel Meyerowitz was talking about, having the camera over your shoulder hanging, ready for the next shot all the time. And the main argument for me is I can remove the shoulder strap very quickly and I can put it on very quickly. There's also a pouch where you can basically transport your shoulder strap. It's a nice soft pouch here. And we also got an alternative. So here currently, let me show you. This is basically symmetrically to be applied to the camera body. It goes here and it goes here. But you have also the alternative to use the tripod mount here. And you can replace one of those here by this one here. And you see there is a screw. And you can screw this into the bottom of the camera. Then it's no longer symmetrically, but for some people this might be the better fit. And there was also a key in the box which you can use, so a screw key here, to actually operate this screw. This goes in here, yes, and then you can comfortably screw it on or screw it off. There were also some spare parts in the package and enhancements which I need to explore. I found this little red card which says there is a lifetime warranty on all Peak Design products, which is convenient, of course. And then there was a spare design anchor here, which you can use. If one of these gets lost, you have at least one spare one. And I saw on the website when I ordered it that you can order these standalone. So you will not run out of these, and you can actually use them. And that's the second big advantage I see with this shoulder strap here. You can purchase more of them and mount them to all kinds of cameras in your collection and in your portfolio. So I can do this for the Leica Q3 43. I buy another pair of these and mount them to the Leica Q3 28, and I can always use the same shoulder strap and get used to the same type of workflow. And that is, of course, also very convenient for me. So that was in the box. Let's now mount this shoulder strap to the Leica Q3 43. And let's have a look how this appears to me. If I like it, if you like it. And by the way, drop me a comment. Do you use shoulder straps? Is that something which is in scope for you? Do you share Joel Meyerowitz's opinion and statement that he said, I only get my good shots because I have this camera at my disposal at all time? And what is your habit, your workflow when it comes to shoulder straps, and which one do you use on your camera? Unfortunately, applying this to my Leica Q3 was not as straightforward as I hoped. So I find that the cord here is too thick. It's not going through the hole of this mechanism here on the camera body of the Leica Q3. So I need additional tools, and what they provide here is an anchor split ring tool. That's this one here. And there also is a ring, if you look here. And with this tool, I can get this ring applied, because it's much thinner, to the camera body. And then there is an in-between part which I can use to make this looking nicely. So I will not be able to do this while filming live in front of the camera. So let me do my thing. Let me try to apply it. And then when it is applied on both sides, I show you the outcome. All right, I'm back. It was at the very end much easier than I thought. And this ring tool which they included is absolutely fantastic in applying these metal rings to the camera body, and then getting basically the extensions mounted, which we then connect to the shoulder strap. So it was much easier than I thought, but doing it live when filming is a little bit of a hassle to me. So let's have a look at the final result. So here you see how this is mounted. I mounted it in a way that the logo PD for Peak Design is visible here, and the same is here. And now it's easy going, right? If I get sick and tired of the shoulder strap, I just take the camera like this and shoot, you know, do my thing like always. This is also not disturbing or distracting here, is not a problem. I wish they would have made this cord a little bit shorter, but then it would be more difficult to apply to the shoulder strap. So let's quickly apply it. Let's have a look how this works. So here we go. I think it's very easy, and that's why they made the cord a bit longer. You see it here. But I think actually you could have also come from here and have it shorter, but you know, I'm not the engineer here. So let's plug it in. That's it. And now it's firm and it sits, you know. I think that's it. That's how it looks like. Let me lift my camera up. See here? Okay, so what do you think? Will this finally for me do the trick? Will I become a shoulder strap guy like Joel Meyerowitz? We don't have to talk about photography. I will for the rest of my life be light years away from Joel Meyerowitz, but at least not missing an opportunity, having this camera around my shoulder, around my neck, and grabbing it when I see something that interests me. Is that a good way for me, or do you think in a few weeks when I tried it out I will give up again? Drop me a comment how much confidence you have in my strength to discipline myself using a shoulder strap to actually not miss these opportunities in the future. If you liked that video, don't forget to drop me a thumbs up. Stay tuned on my channel, there's always more to come. Thanks for watching, stay safe and healthy, and of course, peace out.